War, pandemic, and nuclear bomb explosions had made the world such that the existence of clean water and safe places had completely ended. Except for just one place. This place is introduced here by the name the Pool of Inaccessibility. To go there, people from other areas are desperately trying. Today's discussion is about a post-apocalyptic action film released in 2024, directed by George Miller, called Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga. While writing the intro of the movie, I myself fell into despair, because each part of its story has such a magnetic feel that I can't make you understand without watching the video, so quickly subscribe to my channel, and let's begin. At the start of the movie, we see two little girls collecting fruits from a tree. One of them is named Furiosa. The girl was of a very clever nature. Suddenly, she notices behind her that a group of bandits were sharing flesh of some beast. Leaving her companion there, she goes to them and cuts the fuel lines of their bikes so that they can't escape too far. But at that time, another bandit comes and catches her, stabbing a knife in her leg. He blows a whistle and tries to escape. But before he gets far, he's caught by the others. The bandits, without delay, tie her up and begin to escape from there. Meanwhile, the sound of her whistle reaches Furiosa's mother. Now we see that this place is very different from present-day Earth. Everything needed for modern living exists here. By now, her mother, with another companion, starts following them. Getting down from the horse, she shoots one of the bandits. Furiosa's mother runs and throws another one off a bike and gets on it herself. Before going, that woman gives her a rifle and needed bullets and says, "Wherever you go, this place must remain secret." Before going far, she shoots another bandit and comes near and swaps bikes, because this one is better than the last. In their words, it's called a thunder bike. By now, Furiosa has regained consciousness. She does the same again. The pipe being near her mouth, she starts biting and cutting the fuel line again. As they go on, night falls in the heart of the desert when their bike stops as fuel ends in the tank. Only two of them are left. While changing the tank, one of them notices the sound of their thunder bike coming from a distance. Thinking something, he tries to escape alone. But the other one comes and stops him, because he thinks if this girl is handed to their leader, they might get a big reward, so she must not be let go at any cost. Hearing the reward, the other agrees to take Furiosa with him. After riding all night, at morning Furiosa's mother stands targeting with a sniper at a high hill. From above, she easily kills one, but the other already reaches their base with Furiosa. Before going to the leader, another man comes and stands in front of her and asks for Furiosa's location. But she says nothing, and the one who brought her is also unwilling to tell, because he wants to say it directly to the leader. Having no way, he lets her go, and at that moment Furiosa pulls the whip hanging from his shoulder and ties it with the back wheel of the bike, and within a moment the whip wraps around his neck and he falls off the bike. Then we see their leader. His name is Dementus. Finally, that one-eyed man brings Furiosa to Dementus. There was a skilled man from Organic Mechanic. He checks her properly to see if she is healthy or has any virus or something else. But no, she is totally a fertile woman. When they couldn't make her talk, Dementus asked to bring that man. He was so sick that blood was still coming out of his throat. Because he couldn't speak, he was hung upside down so he could draw a map of that area on the ground. Right then, Furiosa rushes in and kicks his throat a few times, and soon he dies right there. Realizing the situation, Dementus tells everyone to leave from there and keeps a woman to look after her. I was surprised by this little girl's courage. He decides to keep her with him. He could feel that when she grows up, she'll be useful to him. Outside, a terrible sandstorm was forming. Taking this chance, Furiosa's mother arrives there. She actually came to kill that woman, but for some reason she lets her go and runs away from there with Furiosa. But by then, that woman already informed everyone about her escape. Due to the sandstorm, the bike's wheel tracks were mixing instantly, so Dementus faced quite a hassle while chasing them, but his pet dogs were really deadly. After going far enough, Furiosa's mother realizes that Dementus is still chasing them. So after making her daughter understand well, she takes a tough decision. She doesn't want these bastards to find their location at any cost. She sends Furiosa alone on the bike because she knows the route, and now she'll face them alone so that Furiosa can get much farther during this time. Dementus already instructed his soldiers that they must not kill her, but bring her alive. Hearing gunfire, little Furiosa couldn't go farther. She was sure her mother was in danger now. As she comes closer, she sees her tied to a tree with hands and legs stretched. But cruel Dementus doesn't melt even a bit. Right in front of her eyes, they kill her mother there. Seeing Dementus's brutality, even his history man starts crying. The scene changes. Now with his men, Dementus heads toward the Citadel. Citadel was the name of a fortress. It was the only place in the desert where water existed. There was order, proper food was produced, and Immortan Joe's terrible reign existed. We will soon learn about Joe's Citadel. But in this endless desert, reaching Citadel without a map was quite difficult. Day and night blurred. Dementus keeps moving with his massive army. He keeps Furiosa with the history man with great care. And using this chance, Furiosa follows the stars at night and starts sketching a map in her hand so that it may help someday in the future. As soon as morning comes, when they resume their journey, suddenly they see some smoke in the sky. Turning the convoy, he heads there with everyone. Getting closer, they see a war boy is standing there. Long ago, he lost his way and was wandering here and there. Actually, these were Joe's ideal soldiers. Their bodies were always covered in white paint, and their life philosophy was live, die, and live again. Because Joe taught them this from childhood, this simple war boy tells them everything and shows them the path leading straight to Citadel, a fortress formed by 3 huge mountains. After coming here, Dementus notices thousands of white-painted war boys above his head. Though a little scared by the sight, he doesn't let anyone notice and gathers his own tribe's leaders to show his strength. Then we see Joe, the chief here, for whom the war boys are ready to give their lives. To surprise Dementus, he tells him to choose any one war boy here. As he picks one, that war boy sprays silver in his mouth without any hesitation to show his courage and sacrifice, and in the next moment jumps and blows himself up. As soon as this happens, an attack begins, seeing things worsen. Dementus starts fleeing with his people. As the situation gets worse, he puts Furiosa in his vehicle and escapes. But she's not someone to let go easily. Her next target is now toward Joe's gas town. Planning properly, he decides to attack a truck coming from gas town of Joe. Let's clarify this part. Due to geographical reasons, the distance from Citadel to Gastown is about 200 kilometers. Joe's brother is in charge of Gastown. As many people work in Gastown, they send necessary food and water in war rigs here, and while returning, they carry fuel in war rigs from here to the Citadel. Joe has another similar facility known as Bullet Farm, because only weapons and bullets are made here. Dementus waits with his men midway. As soon as they disappear from the hill, his men attack the war rig and take control of it. Then begins Dementus's game. He gathers a few of his soldiers and paints them white so that they look like Joe's war boys. Then he loads them onto the war rig and rushes towards Gastown. From above, when Joe's brother sees his men falling into the bandits' trap, he orders the gate to be ready to open. To ensure this, Dementus himself kills one of his own, so Joe's brother believes they are truly in danger. He quickly tells the guard to open the gate, and the war rig enters inside Gastown. But this again shows what kind of man Dementus is. He doesn't hesitate to kill his own men for his benefit. From the war rig, Dementus's men get out and take over Joe's Gastown and send one of his brother's fingers back to him, so he believes that Dementus has truly taken over Gastown. Now Dementus is coming to make a business deal with him. He brings him in such a way that one wrong move could cost him his life. Before the deal is finalized, in a scuffle he dies, and at that moment one of Dementus's henchmen shows a bomb remote. If they try anything funny, one press will blow up Gastown. At that moment, Joe's eyes fall on Furiosa. He remembers something and agrees to the deal, that every 10 days food will be sent from here to Gastown, and in exchange, he demands necessary fuel and also asks to keep the organ mechanic and Furiosa with him. At first, Dementus doesn't agree, but thinking about the others, he finalizes the deal, because right now, food is more important to them than keeping Furiosa. In the next scene, we are shown Furiosa being taken to a special chamber. Here, many women are kept imprisoned in a way. Except Joe, no one else is allowed to meet them. Their job is to bear children as Joe's wives and carry on his lineage. Seeing their condition, Furiosa gets scared and goes upstairs. That same night, another incident happens. His name is Rictus, Joe's elder son. For some reason, he follows Furiosa that night. But this little Furiosa is no joke. They might now learn the hard way. In the end, Rictus couldn't find Furiosa. Then a few days pass. One day during a dust storm, while pulling up a vehicle from below, the dog man falls down due to wind pressure. Then Joe's younger son, Scrotus, tells an old man to go down. Clearly, he had no intention to go. As he was about to go down, Scrotus's eyes catch a thin young boy behind him. Seeing him light and slim, he sends him down instead of the old man. Though it was very tough to do this while floating in the storm, he managed very well. Impressed by this, Scrotus appoints him as the chief dog man here. Then begins Furiosa's journey. In fact, she never revealed herself as a girl. Everyone here thought she was a boy, and she never spoke to anyone, so they considered her mute. She now works with other engineers in maintenance to build war rigs. Here we are introduced to a special character. His name is Jack. Everyone here knows him as Praetorian Jack. He is a highly skilled soldier appointed to operate all war rigs in Joe's wasteland, and also one of the most trusted and experienced drivers of the Citadel. This time Furiosa's eyes fall on Jack, because she is now heading on a long journey towards the bullet farm. So she fills some food under the rig conveniently and hides there herself so that she can escape from this hell. As soon as morning comes, their journey begins. They know very well that taking this road means risking death. Looters are waiting everywhere. Not long after they start, the desert demons attack, because if they can capture this war rig, their food problem for the next few months will be solved. At that moment, one of the looters falls under the truck, and all the potatoes stored by Furiosa fall down. And at the same time, the second engine of the truck also stops. Jack then tells his assistant to go down and restart the second engine. As he is about to finish his task, a sudden explosion from above throws him down and Furiosa catches him instantly. But she couldn't save him. Before dying, he somehow hands over his pipe to Furiosa. She quickly returns to the engine and connects the pipe, and the second engine restarts. Even after that, the fight continues for quite a while. As the war boys sacrifice their lives one by one fighting them, the looters can't hold on much longer. Meanwhile, Furiosa has joined them again. Jack was a little surprised to see her because for the first time he realizes Furiosa is a girl. Everyone knew that in Citadel, the only identity of a woman is being Joe's breeder. Their only job is to give birth, and in such an environment, protecting herself like this is not a simple matter. But whatever it is, if Furiosa wasn't there on this journey, Jack might have never returned. After killing everyone, Furiosa holds a gun to Jack's head, so he drives the vehicle as she says. But Jack is something Furiosa may not have guessed. With a sudden brake, he throws her forward and out and continues driving alone. After going some distance, Jack returns to her. He has seen the fire of revenge in her eyes. He realizes Furiosa wants to go somewhere from here. Jack promises her that he will help her escape from here at any cost and will teach her all the tactics of a road warrior. Then both of them head towards Bullet Farm. Many people were already waiting for them after hearing they were coming. Food is unloaded and bullets, weapons, and fireworks are loaded. Before leaving, the manager there lovingly gifts Jack a double-barreled gun. But as they leave, Jack gives that gun to Furiosa. The scene changes. Now their journey's destination is Gastown. When they arrive, we see the environment of Gastown is terribly bad. People were behaving like animals due to lack of food. Dementus somehow controls them and talks to Jack, saying that they can't stay here like this anymore. He wants to meet Joe. In exactly 3 days at noon, he will meet Joe inside the Citadel, saying that he bids farewell. The situation was so bad that Jack couldn't even manage to bring a small amount of fuel from there. Somehow, with the help of Dementus, he manages to come out alive from there. Reaching the main gate, Dementus reminds Jack again about the meeting and bids him farewell. As soon as this news reaches the Citadel, Joe's 2 sons burst into rage, because without fuel, everything here will come to a standstill. But Joe tells them to stay calm. He makes a plan and sends Jack and Furiosa, along with some war boys, to Bullet Farm again. This time, more weapons and ammo need to be stockpiled, because Joe is now preparing to directly wage war against Dementus. Sensing the possibility of war, Jack is now about to make a decision. He now wants to give Furiosa a chance to escape from here. On the way, he stops the vehicle and puts Furiosa in a separate car, gives her 2 bikes, enough food, and necessary fuel, places a war boy in the driving seat, and tells everyone that today is his promotion. In this joy, everyone almost forgets about Furiosa. When they are entering Bullet Farm, Jack realizes something has gone wrong here. Just then, they come under attack. Taking the opportunity, Furiosa swiftly drives out of the gate with her car. Without thinking of himself, Jack lights up a green firework in the sky so that Furiosa can escape from there. She was leaving, but suddenly something strikes her mind. She stops the car and returns again. Leaving Jack behind in such a situation would mean betrayal. By then, Jack has entered deep inside Bullet Farm with the war rig. When everyone was running toward him, Furiosa, staying near the gate with a sniper, was covering him. Then we see that Dementus has taken over Bullet Farm, killing everyone with his entire army. After a lot of chaos, when Jack's war rig was about to fall down, Furiosa rushes in and saves him. Meanwhile, Dementus, with his crab car, starts chasing them. He won't let them go this time. Breaking through the gate, he keeps chasing them. Furiosa looks at the map in her hand and starts following that path. From here, it's a 3-day journey by car. Then by bike, they can reach their loved ones. But by now, Dementus has almost caught up to them. The path that Furiosa was taking with a long detour, Dementus was crossing the mountains easily with his crab car, so it didn't take long to catch them. When Furiosa was pulling her hand out to shoot him, Dementus crushes her hand completely with the huge tire of his car, flips the car, and drags them out. Turning everyone against them, Jack is chained to the back of a bike, and Furiosa is tied to the crab car with her half-broken hand. Then the 3 dogs are unleashed behind Jack. Such a brutal scene. They keep celebrating with Jack's corpse till the moment before sunset. While leaving, Dementus notices that the severed part of Furiosa's hand is hanging by the chain, but she is not there, and the rest of the chain is tangled with the car's wheel. He then realizes that this girl is no ordinary being. The next morning, Furiosa directly comes to Joe. From here, everyone was keeping watch toward Gastown to see when Dementus would arrive. But Furiosa informs them that he won't come here because they've now taken over Bullet Farm. Now their target is this citadel. But when asked about that distant smoke, she tells them that was actually her trap. Whenever they leave to attack Dementus from here, at that exact moment, they'll use the chance to capture the citadel. Joe realizes the situation and tells everyone to prepare for war. No mercy can be shown now. Meanwhile, Dementus also engages in a direct war with Joe's army, with his massive force. This epic battle between both sides continues for 40 days straight. Hundreds of corpses, life for life. Both are desperate to seize the desert. During this time, Furiosa manages to get a bionic hand for herself, which seems even more effective than her real hand. She had long waited for such a day. Now no powerful vehicle remains in the citadel. With a broken vehicle, she somehow comes to the battlefield. And arriving here, she gets a bit surprised, seeing History Man being dragged by Joe's people, meaning Dementus is still alive. From Furiosa's vehicle, she takes necessary fuel and tires and fixes Scrotus's car. Just then, a fight breaks out between the 2 brothers over who will take the car. Taking this chance, Furiosa silently speeds off into the desert with that car. She follows the tire tracks of their car and notices they split into 3 groups going in 3 directions. But she goes toward none, drives straight toward the hill. Killing one by one, as they try to kill her, she realizes that's not Dementus. He already left them behind with his car. Trickery fails, his follower sinks into the sand forever. Furiosa now stands atop a high mound. Targets with a sniper. They're going in 2 directions. As she catches one, she figures out which is the real Dementus. Running so far, he had become weak, and the bike's fuel also ran out. Now Furiosa finally faces Dementus. She's no longer angry, calmly talks with him. Seeing her, it's hard to tell the burning fire of rage and revenge inside. Everything seems burned to ashes within her. Meanwhile, Dementus recognizes Furiosa, but that was of no use. In the end, the fate he met, Dementus was not ready for that at all. The way he punished her mother, she punished him the same way. Later we see, in a lonely place of Citadel, a fruit tree grows alive over Dementus's body. But Furiosa never returned home. Long after, she's grown much older now. Today, she's going to take another huge risk in her life. All the pregnant women here will be freed from this hell. But now Joe himself is after her. And through this event, the movie ends. Though this is the second part of Mad Max, the events after this are shown in the first movie. If you want to know the explanation of its second part, be sure to let me know in the comment box. So, ending here for today. Thanks for liking, subscribing, and staying with me. Allah Hafez.